Right, hello and welcome to Theme Park Euphoria. Now, this week's video was not supposed to be this. The initial plan was to be going down to Green Theme Park, get a vlog there and get a few videos I haven't actually filmed yet and get videos of some rides that have been rethemed over the past few years. But I've been unable to do that because I've not been able to make time for it because a lot of stuff has been hectic in my life at the moment and there's been a lot of things going around the house that I really need to focus on. But I will try and get that within the next week. So it will give me something to upload, and then the individual ride videos will be uploaded weekly, and if that does happen, I'll explain at the end of the said vlog exactly what will be going on, since I'm not going to be going to Alton Towers during the summer holidays. Yeah, so I'm pushing that to September. But the reason why I'm making this video, I'm taking this as an opportunity to talk about something I'm actually quite excited for, if I'm being honest. One thing I do want to mention before going into this video is that this channel is not actually that far away from 1,000 subscribers. I think, as I checked last time before recording this channel is only 6 subscribers away from reaching 1k. So if you do like this video, then by all means drop a like. And if you do like what you see on the rest of the channel, feel free to subscribe, because it really does help support me and give a brighter future for Theme Park Euphoria. Because I do want Theme Park Euphoria to succeed after running it for pretty much 9 years now, and Fairway Euphoria has gone on to be quite a huge success in my eyes, and I'm hoping that Theme Park Euphoria does follow in the same footsteps. So with that bit out of the way, let's just get on to the video. The reason why I'm actually excited about these news is because of all of the roller coaster models made by Zamperla, this is the one that I have been the most curious about. So the model in question is actually a lightning coaster made, of course, by Zamperla, hence I just said the manufacturer's name earlier. Now, this coaster, it has a similar style to a Eurofighter, except it has a 90-degree drop, towers at about 35 metres in height, and seats 9 riders in a row of 3 seats. Now, I know that Zamperla does get a bit of a bad rep when it comes to the riding and handling of some of their other roller coasters. Biggest notable one, of course, being the Valère, which, if any of you had seen my on-ride POV of Hero at Flamingo Land, you'll understand. But for those who didn't... Oh, that was awful. I agree with the entire coaster community. Okay, I think that should be self-explanatory, and yeah, of all of the roller coasters out there on the planet, the Zamperla Valère is the one that seems to get the most hate. And I can completely understand why, having been on one in September of 2020. Now, the Zamperla Lightning Coaster is one that I tend to hear a lot of mixed things about. I hear some people say that the ride is a little bit flawed, some do actually quite enjoy it. But then Coaster Force, well, a member of Coaster Force, said this.
That is awful. That is absolutely awful. That is... How can that be so bad? It's brand new.
So, yeah, it's quite an interesting bag of mixed emotions from various people when it comes to this particular model of roller coaster. Although I will say that Zamperla do actually make a very good twister coaster, very similar fashion to the Revachon spinning coaster, and if I'm being honest, I do actually prefer Zamperla's version to the Revachon version, but that's why I'm not making this video. The reason why I'm actually making this video is because there will be a Zamperla Lightning Coaster coming to the UK, and that park in question where it's going is Pleasureland Southport. Now, the news that has come out is that the planning permission has been submitted for this particular going to the park. I will get into more information about where in the park it will be going, but it will be contained within the park itself, and it will be in an area along the seaside, sorry. So with a coaster like that, that is the perfect position for it to go to, with the views you will be getting and so many spectacular sights that the coaster will have to offer when it reaches its peak height. One thing I do want to mention is that at the moment we do not have official confirmation whether this will be a brand new coaster direct from Zamperla or whether it will be one second hand from another park. Well, only the time will tell, but at the moment we haven't had any news about a Zamperla Lightning coaster leaving a park. We haven't had any information about that coming to light, so we can only assume at the moment that this could potentially be a brand new build direct from Zamperla in Italy. Another bit of information that came to light about this particular coaster is that instead of having 3 rows of 3, there is potentially the case where it could be having 2 rows of 8, which is similar to the Gerstlauer Eurofighter, although that is another piece of information where we do not have confirmation of, and we will have to wait when the time is nearer if the Zamperla roller coaster in question will have that particular row of seats. But it will be interesting to see how well this coaster does at the park. It will be interesting to see some of the reactions from a lot of UK theme park folk and the general public as well, because I'd imagine most people in the UK have not had a taster of what a Zamperla Lightning is like to ride. So I feel that for something like this to come into the UK, which is a coaster model that I am the most curious out of all the Zamperla models, like I said before, yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to this. Now, there are a few technical details I do want to go to regarding the ride itself. I'm looking down at my iPad because I don't really want to get any of this information wrong, and while I'm doing that, I will leave a video up by Paul Donovan of the ride that will give a taster of what it will like, and this will actually be the same track layout that we will be getting at Pleasureland Southport. So here we go. So the roller coaster itself will peak at 35 metres or 115 feet. It has a track layout of 681 metres. It peaks top speed of 56 miles an hour. Its narrow 260 metre profile would run parallel to the town seafront on the Marine Drive if approved for construction. That is according to the Ride Rater website. One thing I am curious about a Zamperla Lightning coaster going into the park is what is it going to have for the over-the-shed bits on the safety restraints. We've seen on the one at Coley Island in New York that it has nothing but belts. We have seen some models have rubber bits, which are similar to on certain Intamin models, and we've also had a hybrid of both, and on some of the 3D computer-aided design concepts, we have seen nothing for the overhead shoulder restraints at all. So could we just be getting single individual lap bars, which I would personally prefer, but if we don't get that, I'd rather have just the rubber bits similar to like this one pictured, rather than have belts or the hybrid or whatnot, or whatever we could be getting. Also, if you have been on a Zamperla Lightning coaster, regardless of where you are in the world, I do actually want to hear your thoughts on this. If you have ridden this particular coaster model, let me know what you make of it. I want to hear what you have to say about this, because I am really, really curious and actually looking forward to this coming to the UK. But is it going to live up to the hype? Well, I guess I will only find out when I go and experience it for myself, because I do want to get to Southport Pleasureland at some point, maybe obviously when the coaster does open, but I will be doing that during a visit to Blackpool. Yeah, I think I've just about said everything I can on this particular coaster. So yeah, one thing I do want to mention actually, I'm just looking at the planning permission of the roller coaster. Now at the moment I do not have a full resolution copy of this. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I've tried looking so hard for it prior to filming this video, but this is the planning permission in question, and if we look in some of the details, we can see trying to figure out what the hell it was. So here it is. So there was a name in the corner I did see, which was Supreme Attractions Limited. I've not been able to find out exactly what the company specialises in or who they even are. I've tried googling various different things, to find out exactly what the company stands for. But guessing that it's at Pleasureland Southport, I can only imagine that is probably Norman Wallace's company, who is the owner of Pleasureland Southport. So with all that being said, I've just thrown out every possible word I can say about this coaster for now. So yeah, really excited for this. Let me know what you make in the comments about this particular coaster going into Pleasureland Southport, and let me know if you have ridden this particular coaster model, because I do want to hear from you and would love to hear your opinions of this. So everything thrown out of my mouth, basically just, yeah, so thank you so much for watching and see you later.